It's about 2 years now since I've been building and flipping PCs, and this is my current setup, which I built about a year ago now, with mostly all used parts. As much as I love building PCs and making really cool, unique stuff, I wanted to take it up a notch and get into custom water loops. And what better way to learn than to practice on your own personal setup, right? These are all the parts I used. It may look like a lot, but it's really not. Let's start off with the CPU water block. The brand name is Baro. My PC is white and has some gray and silver accents. I went with this white and it kind of looks like these gold rings around it. Nothing crazy, but I really like the look of it. For the radiator, I was gonna go with a 240mm, but I figured to make the PC look more full, I went with the 360mm, since this case can fit one, which actually bit me in the ass later. But we'll talk about that when we get there. The pump I got is really simple, nothing crazy. Of course, a distro plate would be way better looking. But again, the whole point of me doing this loop is to learn the process and maybe start doing custom loops. So I'm trying to keep it in a more budget-ish way without buying really cheap parts. For the rest of the parts, like the pipe, the insert, the fittings, and cutters, I got this kit from a brand called Primo Chill that packages everything all together. I want to give a quick shout out to Kyle at Taekwondo. He definitely was a huge help with the whole process and walking me through all the parts. He's actually another local PC builder and YouTuber. I really appreciate all the help, and if you're into my videos, you should really go check out his channel. But yeah, let's start taking apart this PC and get to the fun stuff. Now this is what a little over a year of not cleaning looks like. When is the last time you actually cleaned your PC? Or better yet, how often do you clean your setup? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, so random fact about me. While I do build PCs on the side, I'm also a full-time electrician, about 15 years now. So I had some scrap wire so I can use as a template on routing the pipes to get a better visual on how I want the pipe set up. Nothing is mounted yet, but this is pretty much how I'm going to set this up. If you remember in the beginning, I said the 360mm radiator doesn't actually fit. The motherboard's heatsink is massive, which I wasn't able to fully screw this up, but I made it work. Alright, so this is definitely a huge learning curve. As you can see in the back, I did already start some of the piping. It took me a few times on each section. I'm on the last part now. If you're gonna try this for the first time, a little tip when making a cut, always leave it longer than what you need, because you can always cut back little by little to get it exactly where you need. It also comes with this tool that you can shave down the pipe slowly to get it perfect. If anyone experienced with custom loops is watching, any tips on how to get these back-to-back 90s perfect? I also noticed when doing these back-to-back bends, it ends up coming out crooked. What I did to fix it was reheat the pipe just enough to get it straight. Here is the finished product. I did end up taking my pipes and cleaning them with soap and water just because they had fingerprints and lube all over them. I did put some paper towels down just in case anything leaks. So now after a whole day of getting this all set up, time to fill her up. Alright, so I finished this build on September 30th. It is now October 15th while recording this video. Still no leaks, and it's actually pretty quiet. I forgot to run a test bench before with just the 240mm AIO that I had before to compare results. But these are the temps while running Cinebench R24 with this new custom water loop setup. Overall, it's a great experience. Definitely gave me the itch to build more custom loops. Hopefully I can get more local customers asking for it. Couple of things to add here. I did have to change out RAM because the Corsair ones I had before were too tall. And I also wanted to set this up in a way that if I wanted to swap out the RAM kits or even graphics card, I'll still have access to them if I wanted to upgrade or anything in that nature. I'll have all the links and the parts that I use in the description if anybody wants to do something similar. I did also change my white PSU cables to match the loop with the orange fluid. I do have some more PC flip videos coming out, so if you're not subscribed, stick around for those videos.